Chillax, chillax, chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Relax, 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 relax.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the road, you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I'm gonna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Whip it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them off. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck, goose, linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my house like my property. Do a quarterback sneakers on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I step on him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
And they'll go on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes now to throw. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Richmond.
Here's Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson finding Gabriel, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Black 22! Black 22!
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson on the move to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Down! Black 22! Black 22!
A first down carry for Henry. And an alley to run. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry, 51 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Onto the field now come the Bears. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
Hey, who ready? Who ready? Richmond, Richmond.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw on second is Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first down throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Down! Who ready? Who ready?
Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's got room. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, who ready? Who ready?
They'll toss it to Henry. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Able to spin free. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
So. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Neal. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he comes back with one complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
There we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete here. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Patrick Mahomes, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are back within a score. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They begin with Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Black 22. Black 22. Reset, reset, reset.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Black 22. Black 22.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. give to Henry. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you're all looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Green the line! Green the line!
The pitch to Henry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Watson. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Derrick Henry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Black 22. Black 22.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Henry. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
They'll run with Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's Mahomes. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's complete to Jesse James. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. James has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards there and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Mahomes now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Mahomes now to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They come up on a first and goal, and most likely four-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure. Touchdown! And the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown. And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Now Abdullah, the return. Spins by. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large. But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
There we go now. Green, 90. Green.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Kwiatkowski. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And Lutz's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come back, come back. Set. Green, the line. Green, the line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. Being chased out left. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
On first down, Abdullah. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That good for 19 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go back to Abdullah on first. Man, tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll try the air now with Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Trey Hendrickson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Miller. He's got it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Steps away. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand, taking a knee. And guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Chicago.